Okay, so next one is the kneeling Kimura. This one is a really, really good submission because it really isolates a good chunk of your opponent's body. It's a great way to control them. Hard for them to turn to their knees, hard for them to go onto their back. If they try to stall, there's lots and lots of things that we can do from here. Kimura, where the arm is bent 90 degrees and the hand going downwards, is a very, very common move in jiu-jitsu. It's really easy to get. People are really bad for leaving space underneath their elbows. So one of the things that we're looking for, we're kind of getting behind them. He doesn't want me to turn to his knees because he knows he's aware of that, of me taking his back. So my hand is going to cut underneath his elbow. And once I get my wrist on this side, the top side of his elbow, close to his armpit, the Kimura is already done. Okay, that's the biggest battle right there. Guys will keep their elbow in. If you can just work and cut in there, now you're fine. Most guys will try to defend. Those recognize it coming. We'll show you a couple little things to break the grips in a moment. But what we want to do here is step over and pin his arm and his head. Okay. However, if it's the foot here, this is really good. A little bit more tricky for your balance, but it's a really good thing to do. Or just even if you just step and kneel over his head, this is really good as well. Ideally, I like to go over the arm personally. I like this one, just separates his hand from grabbing this one. My right hand will grab his wrist, and my left hand grabs my wrist. I'm going to keep my posture up, and his elbow's on the center of my chest. So I might be inside a little bit. I don't want to sit back and then pull up. So I don't want to be leaning forward into him. I don't want to sit up and then pull. I want to lean back at the same time. Now you can see Adrian didn't like that. His hips came off the floor right away. So I lean back as far as I'm comfortable. I need his arm to go behind his back. So I'm going to look where I'm going. This makes me much stronger. If I try to push, my upper body's rotating one way and I'm trying to keep alignment this way. That doesn't work very well. It's better if I look over my shoulder. So I look behind me. This allows me to turn much, much further. So I get a better range of motion, a lot more efficient. For a more classical way, we'll put the foot up. Okay, so foot is up, and then I lift Adrian off the ground and then turn. This way, his body weight hangs off the shoulder, which applies more force to it. But I do have to lift him up, which makes it a little bit more effort on my behalf. So again, I can step on the floor, up, and then turn. And his head is stuck in my butt, so it kind of bends his neck, which will help relax his shoulder. That's really nice. Very quick, and there's lots of ways to break different grips, so if Adrian grabs something, anything, good. Okay, so this is good. He's tucking in pretty deep. If he grabs his belt, bad idea. Can you grab the belt quick? Grab the belt quick. It just goes behind his back anyways. Okay, so it's not going to work. He's not doing that. He's smart. He's inside. Well, he knows I'm trying to pull up, and I might even pre-frame him a little bit by trying to pull his arm up so he pulls down. So if I pull up and he pulls down, great. I'm going to go this way and then out. Okay, so I want to create a little bit of an idea from him, like, oh, I'm going to pull that arm and he's pulling down. Perfect. Out and then back. It can be a fairly fast motion, a little scary, so be careful. You're not going and ripping the guy's arm off. Okay. Again, it's quick. I'm stopping early, so I'm not looking over my shoulder, so I don't have to worry about breaking his arm. But ideally, I'm going to look behind me. So watch out for this one. If it's between the legs, same thing. Rip it out and turn. So this idea of coming out, up, and then back works really, really good. And if you're looking for a nasty street self-defense one, I gotta watch that he's not biting me, right? Because where his head is, gotta be careful. I'm gonna take my elbow. So Adrian's grabbing tight, grabbing his elbow. Yeah. Elbow right in the ribs, those floating ribs, this kind of stuff, right? That dirty, grabby kind of jiu-jitsu. So you gotta watch out for that. That's right there as well. Keep in mind, for tournaments, not really the nicest thing to be doing to your partner. But one other thing that I mentioned is get a lot of control over your partner. Sometimes you get stuck, you get some big guys, and if Adrian tries to turn to his knees, I'll just turn him back a little bit. Okay, if he tries to go to his back, I just bring him forward. So you just steer him with this elbow. This is why we get such great control with kneeling Kimura. Even if I lose the position, I'll keep the kneeling Kimura, or the Kimura, just because you get such a great control of the body. Okay, go have it, guys.